All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Tiffany.
And this is the Clean Romance Podcast. We're going to break down 5-star reads, hot button topics, and what makes clean romance shine.
Yay!
Here we go. I just edited the episode that released this morning, and you did the exact same thing. You went, yay!
No way.
Yes!
No, I didn't.
You did.
That's going to be part of our intro now.
We need to put that in the script. Tiffany says, yay! Okay, so for today, Tiffany, we are talking about, are free books worth it? And we are coming at this as writers and readers. Yes. I know a lot of our listeners are also authors, and so I don't know, I've just been thinking about this. So this was my idea. Tiffany was probably like, how is a free book not worth it? But
I have thoughts.
Okay. All right. So I want to know, let's just surface. We're going to just start at the top, on the surface.
Yes.
Not diving too deep yet. As a reader, is a free book worth it?
Okay. So this is what I'll say.
Okay.
The worst books I've read have been free books.
Yes. This is part of my frustration, I think. And then, but on the flip side, as a writer, it is really hard to invest the amount of time and money it takes to make an excellent product when you know it's going to be free.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Even though that free book is the gateway drug to you as an author, this is the thing that's going to suck people in or turn them off.
Yeah.
So, I'm with you, as a reader. So for me, I have kind of two sides of it. When, probably a decade ago, when I first got back into reading, we used to do these Facebook parties. Did you ever do the Facebook parties?
I didn't do the Facebook parties.
So these Facebook parties were huge, and these authors would take turns. So they would do it for a book launch party, or they would do it, I don't know, just because they wanted to give away free stuff and market their books. But it was a very strong marketing tactic, and authors would take turns posting in the Facebook group, and then they would give away books. But it wasn't like everybody won. It was just a handful of people won. But I was obsessed with these, and I would turn on my notifications, and I won so many free books for these. And these books were the ones that introduced me to my favorite authors. Right? You've heard me talk about K.M. Shea. I won a free book in a Facebook party. Another series that I absolutely adore won the first book in a Facebook party. And so back then, free books made them a lot of money. K.M. Shea has probably over 30 books. I have read all of them. She has made a lot of money off of me because of a free book. Nice. Even with a Kindle Unlimited subscription, she's made a lot of money from me. So,
okay, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I have a question, though, about that free book.
Okay.
So is it a paid book that she was giving away for free? Or was it a true, freebie newsletter builder?
It is one that she, at the time, it was a paid book she gave away.
Okay.
And then, this is what I'm this is a way deep dive into my past here. So I won a free book. I read it. And then at the end, she had a newsletter builder that was books 1 through 3 of her King Arthur and her Knights, which is a 6 or 7 book series. It's a long series, but they're actually just novellas. So you blow through it. You feel only one of them is a full-length novel. So it was a free book to a free book that led to me then being a K.M. Shea addict and reading everything. I'm reading a K.M. Shea book right now because she just had a new release. So,
all right. So I feel like that's a little different in the sense of is this a book that the author always intended to be free? Or is this a book that either the author is doing a giveaway or doing a, short time, promotion where this book is free? Because for me, with my free books versus my paid books. Like my free books, I make the covers myself, like I did pay for editing on my first ever free book
Yeah.
because I was like, I want this to be good. But my other book, I got editing done from my sister-in-law who didn't charge me, which is nice, So it's like, whereas I would never send a regular paid book to publication without professional editing. You know what I
Right.
mean?
I know what you mean. And it's such a mental trick because again, it's like if this book is so excellent, then people are going to want to read everything you write.
Right.
But at the same time, it's just so emotionally, mentally, we're already not making tons of money, and like to just spend tons of money producing a free book is hard. I have a couple editors that I work with, but one of them is super affordable. And
Nice.
so she's not always available, but I usually use her as a backup, like my second edit. But I use her as my only edit for my free book. And I think she did an excellent job. So I did pay for a professional cover, but I found an affordable cover guy who is taking an undetermined amount of time off. So the rest of my series may not match.
Oh, that kills me, Sarah, because
I
know. I'm having to redo all the covers on my Sports in the Sunshine State series because of that, because I don't have my same cover designer anymore. But it is forcing me with my free book, Pucks and Pranks. I am giving it a new cover and I'm going to expand it and make it into a paperback and have it be like more toward a full length book.
Right.
It might still be technically a novella, but I'm like, all right, we're going to treat it like the book it deserves.
Right. It deserves to be. And I read a lot of books that I'm realizing now are novellas that I just didn't know when I started. Like you just download it. Like not every book is an 80,000 word 8-hour read. So and I kind of appreciate it because a lot of times I only have a little bit of time to read before bed. And when it takes me 3 weeks to read one book, I get a little worn out. I'm like, even when it's great, I want more books. I'm ready to move on to the next one. Okay, so you're talking about the worst books you've ever read were free.
Yes.
And so one thing that I've noticed is this Stuff Your Kindle Day. And I think that, and I'm not trying to throw shade on anyone. Okay. I'm not trying to like throw shade.
Right.
We're all in this together and we're all trying our darndest to sell some books. But, I participated as a reader in Stuff Your Kindle Day like a year or two ago.
Yeah.
I hopped in. I downloaded. I limited. It is insane the number of free books, first of all.
Yes.
And I mean, you could just have hundreds of free books, but I didn't want to fill my Kindle with hundreds of free books. So I think I was tried to be selective. I picked 5 or 6. I DNF'd 4. If I got 5, I DNF'd 4. Some of them within the first page, some of them within the first chapter. Like I just couldn't do it. And then I did read one that I went on to read another book from her, so that was good. But it made me feel like a lot of feelings about Stuff Your Kindle Day. Like first of all, as a salesperson, we are taught. Okay, I'm trying to gather my thoughts here.
Yeah.
When we were newlyweds, Joey loved to shop at Joseph A. Bank. The advertisements, Joseph A. Bank, right? And that was like the nice suit store. And then the economy crashed. And then it became this discount clothing store. And when they started discounting everything, buy 1 suit, get 2 suits free kind of stuff, you no longer see that as a nice store. It has now become a junkie store for cheap clothes.
Good point.
So we have to think about that in sales. Like as a Mary Kay consultant, I don't discount my products very often at all. Or if I discount it, it's like if you spend this much, you get to choose one item from this sheet at a discount. It's not like I never just owe 20% off the whole store or anything like that, because then people start looking at it, it devalues your product. And so I feel
Right.
like by having these stuff your Kindle days where there are hundreds of free books, it's devaluing us as indie authors.
Yeah.
And then no one wants to pay for a book.
Right.
And but on the flip side, I'm giving away a free book here. So it's like I believe in free books, but I just feel, yeah, I have mixed feelings about it.
Right. I agree. And I think it's a genuine conundrum in our indie, publishing space, because the norm is to have at least one free book.
Mm-hmm.
And there are people who are like the freebie, what do you call them? Like the freebie hunters, where it's like, they're not going to read anything that's paid. They only read the free books. But then like, do people, because we're giving away free books, do people begrudge us when they have to pay for a book? You know what I mean? But I also think what you're saying is very true, that the price you pay for something shows you how valuable that thing is. Mm-hmm. So if I'm paying $0 for something, does that tell me how valuable that thing is? And I think maybe it does, because so I looked it up. The statistics on people actually reading through, like, I'm going to get a free book, read it, and then start reading a paid book. It's like between 5 and 10% is like, okay, I got a free book and then I went on, read it, and went on to pay for the next book in the series. But what's interesting is, like, if people actually read the book, it's like 30 to 40% read through. So people are just not reading the free book.
Right.
It's just sitting, which I've experienced. I'm sure you have too. You like download a bunch of free books, but they're free. So there's not really a whole lot of, I don't know, incentive to read them, because you don't lose anything if you don't read them.
Yeah. It just kind of becomes background noise in your Kindle library.
Right.
Like you don't even see it. Your most recent KU download or whatever is what's at the top. And so that's what you read. And then you finish that book, and then Amazon suggests another book by an author you like. And then you're like, okay. And then you click on that, and then you're just never getting to your free downloads. And then suddenly they're down low and they're buried. And then the cover disappears and it's just type instead of the cover. I don't understand why this happens. And so then you don't even have a cute cover to be like, oh yeah, that book. And yeah. It is. I remember one of my friends, the first time she had released her full series, and she did a huge, huge push for doing her first book free. She had like thousands of downloads and all kinds of stuff. And then at like the next week, she told me, and I did not ask why, but she said, I'm never doing that again.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I don't know why. I don't know if it's because sometimes when you pulse your book free, you invest a lot in like Book Funnel and little free library. What is the library thing? Whatever. They're all the free book emails. So there's all these email blasts that you can get on, right? And I don't know if she just spent so much and she didn't feel like she was recouping her cost or what, but she was like, never again. And I actually, that was years ago, and I don't recall seeing any of her books free since then. So I think she has stood by it. Yeah. And she has been quite successful. So.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know, early days for me as an author, I would do a free book promotion for Jump for my first in series whenever I had the next book in the series come out. And I paid for BookBub. Like I got the BookBub placement, which is hundreds of dollars. Yeah. And it is hard to get. And, I would get 1,000 downloads of my book, which is amazing. But I'm spending, you know, $300, $400, whatever it is, to give away 1,000 copies of my book. You
Okay.
know?
Do you want to hear something crazy though? I'm sorry, I'm
Yeah.
interrupting.
Yeah.
So
Go.
for memoir, because I had looked at doing a book bub for my memoir,
Yeah.
it is like back then, this was a couple years ago, it was $600, I think, for a book bub. It
Wow.
was like double a romance. And there's
Wow.
no like, it's not a first in series that's gonna send people
Right.
to another book. Like it's
That's
literally
a good
just
point.
let me pay $600+ for you to get my book for free. I mean, I guess we're just hoping we get reviews for that. I don't really, maybe it boosts the algorithm. I can't imagine
Right.
recouping that money, but you know, you never know. Could just be the right person finds it and then they want to make a movie. I don't know,
Right.
but I was like, I can't. I've never been able to justify that $600+ for a only in series. Like it's not a series. It is
Right.
one book,
Right.
and when people have read
Yeah.
it, they might read stories from the barn owl or something, but it's not exactly it's not
Right.
exactly pointing you're not ending on a cliffhanger and you can't wait to get to the next book. How about that?
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
interrupted you. I'm sorry. You were talking about your book bub.
No,
And
I was just saying I don't know if it's worth it or not.
yeah.
Especially now knowing the data, like of the okay, so like 1,000 people download. So 5 to 10% will read through. Like, will that recoup
I don't know. That
my
seems low. 1,000 downloads sounds low to me. I expected if you did a book bub that you would have like many thousands. I thought that was
I
why people invested.
well, maybe some people have, you know. I've
Right.
never gotten
Maybe because our
over
market's
a
so
thousand.
niche.
Yeah, maybe.
I had I did stories from the barn owl for free forever ago, and I got a
Yeah.
scathing review, and I like put it in in like one of these freebie emails. I did not get a book bub for it. And but it's so funny because it was clearly going out to not your target market. That was a learning experience for me because it's not going to horse people. It's just going to random people who want a free book. And this is a very
Yeah.
horsey book. And so I got a couple bad reviews. It was fun. I feel like you're looking at me like, oh, but I didn't care. It was just a learning experience because it
Yeah.
was just the wrong market. Like
Yeah.
I put a really horse-based book that only horse people will like in a general market email.
Yeah, that's tough. Like finding I do feel like so much of indie publishing is finding your place and where to market and you know
It
like
is. It is because again, it's like I'm on both sides of the coin here. I love a free book. I think a free book can help me find my next favorite author, but then it's like too many free books and then it devalues and I don't like it anymore.
yeah. Yeah.
Like or a poorly done free book or
Yeah.
I've actually gotten when I get those promo emails now, I decided I'm not getting the free ones. I'm only getting the 99-cent ones.
Hmm.
Because I just decided I kept getting bad free books and I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I think these authors aren't valuing themselves enough. The 99-cent authors are valuing themselves. And so
Interesting. Yeah.
then I tried doing a 99-cent deal for my own book and I only sold, I don't know, not many. And I was like, okay, I think I'm the
Yeah.
only person who thinks that. I'm the only
No,
person who's like, no, I need to pay for a book.
yeah. I, that what you're saying resonates with me because I am totally over free books right now as a reader. Like I will not, my time is too valuable to sort through like all those book funnel freebie promos that I'm a part of, that you're a part of. Like we're a part of these as authors. I feel like I paid my dues with that and it didn't result in anything for me as a reader. I can't say that I've ever gone through a book funnel promo, found a book, read it, and been like, oh, now I'm a fan of this author. Have you experienced that before?
I was just thinking. I also notice I roll my eyes to the side when I'm thinking. But I don't know. Okay, so here's the deal. Another thing in sales is people have to see things multiple times usually before they say yes. And so I'm pretty sure I have gotten books that I've liked through BookFunnel, but it was authors I was already tracking and had already thought, I want to read one of her books. And then we're
Right.
in a BookFunnel promo together, and I'm like, yeah, I'll snag it. And then I will read more of her books. But it's that like repetitive, like getting yourself out there multiple times.
Yeah.
They've been in front of, I've seen them on Facebook, we've chatted. I see them pop up in other places, and then I'm like, oh, look, she has a free book, I'll snag it. So
Right. Yeah.
yeah. And I am very much like, I have become that person that if a cover isn't done with excellence, I'm out, because to me, like if it looks like Essie did it, that's my daughter. If it looks like my 11-year-old daughter did it, who is actually, these kids are they're pretty good at this stuff. But anyway, so maybe I should change my wording there. But if it doesn't look quality, I'm assuming the editing and writing didn't get its due diligence either.
Yeah. That makes sense. Well, if you're listening, let us know. If you like free books, do you download free books? Do you actually read the free books that you download? Find us on Instagram at the Clean Romance Podcast and join the conversation. We obviously love talking about books.
Yeah,
we would love to talk about books with you.
If you have a free book, post it in your stories and tag us.
Yeah.
Let's support each other's free books. This is free books.
Yes.
Let's just share each other's free books and see what happens. And maybe it's just they're all just going to sit in people's Kindles and never get read. But hey, people will see our faces over and over again. Are we ready to share some free books?
Well, I think first let's do our sponsored book.
Our sponsor book. That's not free.
That's not free.
This author, and we are paying for her book.
Yes.
Unless you have Kindle Unlimited, then you might be able to get it.
Right. That's true. Let me look really quick. It is in Kindle Unlimited.
Sweet.
Okay. So you guys, I'm really excited about this book because this is the first time we've done this. So this author is sponsoring this week's episode. And then next week, we're going to have her on the show. And we're going to talk about Jane Austen. So a little bit of an interesting take on Jane Austen. You don't have to like or have read Jane Austen to appreciate this episode that we're doing next week. This is about why you're obsessed with Jane Austen, even if you don't read Jane Austen. So we're gonna dive in with that with Kim Griffin, who the book that she wrote that we're sharing this week is Not Quite Miss Austen. And I'm going to read the blurb and then tell you how to find this book. Step back to 1955 England in this heartwarming romance that blends friendship and faith with a note of mystery and echoes of Jane Austen. Margaret Elliott, an aspiring author from Jane Austen's own Steventon, has more in common with a beloved novelist than she'd like. Both women know the sting of lost love. Resolved to embrace her calling to singleness, Margaret pours herself into writing stories that honor God. A move to London with her dearest friend and a secretarial job at a publishing house seems the perfect first step toward her dream. But when she meets Graham Corbin, an earnest young publisher with a vision to change the literary world, Margaret finds her resolve tested. Together, they embark on the risky adventure of founding a new publishing company. Yet behind the promise of fresh beginnings lies a shadowy opposition that threatens their work and challenges their faith. Not Quite Miss Austen is the captivating prequel to the Not Quite series, a collection of faith-filled novels tied together by Margaret's enduring legacy. Rich with nods to Jane Austen, yet entirely original, this story of courage, devotion, and love invites you to consider what it truly means to follow God's call, whatever the cost. Thank you so much, Kim Griffin, for sponsoring this episode. You can find this book on Amazon. It is on Kindle Unlimited and paperback, and the link is going to be in our show notes and on our website at the Clean Romance Podcast.
That sounds so good. I'm really excited to have her on the show. I listened to Pride and Prejudice a few years ago. It was shockingly good. I understand the obsession. So I'm very curious about this conversation and if I will even be educated enough to join the conversation.
We'll see. We need to like brush up on our Jane Austen.
Yeah, I might be re-listening to that book this week. Okay, are we ready to share some free books?
Yes, some quality free books.
Yes. Okay, so I'm going to go first.
Okay.
This is, okay, what I love about this one is it is free on YouTube. So if you like an audio, you get to listen to it for free. I've been considering doing this with my books forever and just have not done it. So I'm actually inspired by this. But Melanie Jacobson's The Fallback Plan, that's part of the Sweater Weather series. So if you like that series, I read a lot of it and it was so good. But her book is free on YouTube.
The audiobook. The audio. That is so cool. I love that.
We're not going to make you read. Well, that would be so funny if you did like a video of like the page of the book. Not funny. Yeah. It's illegal, copyright issues. But if the author actually does it herself, that would be funny. Anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Are we sharing more than one?
Yeah. Okay. I was going to share two.
Are you gonna get mad at me for sharing multiple?
No, it's fine.
Sarah
was send me the links.
Sarah was salty last week. I had way too many books. Okay. So Emma St. Clair has a free book, and I believe this is her newsletter freebie. So if you read this book, you're gonna get signed up for her newsletter. But it is Upping the Ante, and it's part of the Sheet Cake series, which I loved. That series is so fun and hilarious, and I love that family. So that's part of that series, but it can be read as a standalone. I definitely recommend that one, Upping the Ante by Emma St. Clair.
All right. I don't know if I've read that one. I've read a lot of Emma St. Clair, but I don't remember that one. Okay, so my second one is Pucks and Pranks by our very own Tiffany Noelle Chacon. It is part of the, I always mess up the series name, Sunset in the, wait, hold on.
Sport, I know, it's too much.
Sports in the Sunshine State.
Yeah, it's too much.
It's a cute name. I just don't remember it well, and I'm sorry. But Pucks and Pranks was so good, and it's free, and it's also Tiffany's newsletter builder. So be sure to check it out.
Yes, thank you, Sarah. Well, Sarah also has a free newsletter builder that is like fresh, hot off the press.
It is 1 week off the press.
It's hot. It's called 1 Week to Fall, and it is a true prequel novella to your rekindled romance, the first book in your series, all the things that come between us. So this book shows us the love story of Abby and Scott, who are married in all the things that come between us and need to figure themselves out.
They got some work to do.
They got some work to do. But it's so cute and sweet, and you get like a kiss in the rain, which I love. And it's definitely, check it out. So we have been sharing our free books, links to our free books in the show notes. We're going to keep doing that this week. So if you want to check out our free books, I think they're great.
I think they're great too. We did both work hard on ours. We did get some editing, even if we didn't pay $1 billion for it. And I thought your cover was cute.
Thank you.
Yeah, but I get it, when your cover designer changes, then you're like, oh, guess we need to redo it all. So anyway, well, I'm excited to check out the Emma St. Clair book because I haven't read that yet. All right. Are we ready to wrap this up?
We're wrapping it up. Look at us. Short episode again.
Yes. I'll make it to Bible study maybe on time. We'll see.
Nice. So, thank you for joining us on the Clean Romance podcast, where clean romance lives happily ever after. Wherever you're listening, follow or subscribe so you don't miss a single episode. We have so many fun episodes coming up this month. We have a special guest, Kim Griffin. We're talking about Jane Austen. We have Natalie Walters, who's a romantic suspense author, and we're talking about suspense and without explicit content, and we're really excited about that. And we're also going to talk about summer reads, which like, how are we already near summer?
I don't know, because it's like 50 degrees at my house right now, which is
no way.
Cold.
Oh, no.
It's unseasonable. We're all trying not to. I'm like, I will not complain. It's going to be so hot soon. And so we're not complaining about 50.
Good point. Good point. Well, we're going to share our favorite summer reads, and you don't want to miss that, you guys. So make sure you subscribe or follow. And until next time, happy reading.
Happy reading.